is, what it is, what it is, what it do. How is everyone? Welcome to No Life Gaming Podcast. Gaming podcast show, episode 11. How's everyone doing this week? We got some news for you guys. We got some games we've been playing. There's some good stuff that we want to talk about. And we're gonna get into some things. All right, we're gonna get into some things. First off, don't forget to check out I always miss it. It's the other way. Don't forget to check out the No Life Gaming Twitter account right there at No Lives, but not No Lives Gaming. Yes, the other ones were taken. And if you go to Twitch /no_lives. And yeah, those are our accounts. Make sure you follow us. Get updated on this stuff. We've been a little bit absent on some of this stuff. Pretty busy summer. Summer is pretty much slow for all kind of media. But just follow us. Get ready for it because we're gonna be dropping some good stuff. Pretty soon. We got some good stuff coming. All right, let's bring on the co-host. Let's just get into the show. What's up, my co-host? What's up, my dudes?
What up? So my dude.
How you guys been this week?
Busy, pretty much.
Yeah.
Been alive. Been playing some video games. Been watching more video games than I've gotten to play this week, actually. But
you know what I found out? I went to a wedding this weekend in New Hampshire. Had to drive fucking 10 hours there to get there. That's not very fun. But I had a friend there, and he also, he was telling me all he does is watch Twitch. And I didn't realize there was people out there. I guess I should have, but for some reason it didn't click with me. People watch Twitch like TV now. Like, they just leave it on. They just watch it all day. He watches PUBG.
That was my college. We only had internet in college. So the only thing I would watch was either shows I would get online through various means, Netflix and Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube and Twitch, dog.
Yeah.
That's
what I do. I watch YouTube.
That cord.
Yeah, I watch YouTube, and I have Hulu for Kate. I don't really watch Hulu, but I have it.
Amazon Prime.
I just watch YouTube and Netflix. That's it. I'm not a big Twitch guy.
I have a giant TV right here that's within 3 feet of me. It's right on top of my computer case, right next to me. It has cable because it came with the apartment. It's always set on my Chromecast.
Yeah.
My PS4 is hooked into my TV. When I go to bed, I watch Twitch.
Actually, I don't even think mine's... No, I think mine right now is plugged into my Chromecast on my computer. It's not even plugged into a cable box.
Yeah, Chromecast is... Once I got Chromecast, I was like, this is it. I don't need nothing else, man. Makes it so easy to just... Because a TV, an actual TV, is nice to have, you know? To sit back on a couch and just, lounge and watch TV. You can't replace that with, sitting at your computer, watching your computer screen, or, watching it in your hand. I think a TV still serves a great purpose, but now you don't need shitty cable and have to deal with all that bullshit.
With all the smart TVs, almost all the TVs these days are smart TVs.
Yeah.
All
for better or worse.
Certainly are smart TVs. So they come already with Netflix, Amazon, Hulu.
And a Russian spy.
Yes.
A Russian spy.
I was gonna say all that trouble Vizio got in last year or earlier this year of just oh yeah, your smart TV can just listen to you always.
Samsung too.
Yeah.
Dude,
they're refrigerators.
Your probably listening to you.
Their refrigerators were watching you. It's crazy. It's insane.
At least I know the stupid Echo Dot's listening to me. I know that though. Honestly, I'm enjoying it. Yeah. It's I'm happy I bought it for $35. It's got uses. It's kind of fun. Mm-hmm. It can do some cool stuff, but for the most part, it's just there.
Yeah.
It's great for setting alarms, and it's a powerful alarm clock because I have it hooked up to a nice speaker. Cooking, I like it, but mostly it's just hey, weather, give me my weather, give me my news, and yeah.
That's pretty much what my Google Home does. It's $100 fucking weather box.
Well, what I'm interested in getting, since I'm going to be moving next month, I want to pick up a couple of packs of the outlet plugs, the smart plugs that will work with it, and just try that out. So if I can hook up all of my lights and stuff like that, that could be a lot cooler. I
that's
think
what I would love to do. Like, because I know the Google Home, you can control Chromecast and like your Chrome things, but you can also set up like the lights and stuff. So it's like, I'm interested in that. That's pretty cool. Smart home. I'm not too worried about like people spying on me as much as I should be, but I think that'd be pretty cool to like control your home from just like, you know, turn the lights on, turn the blinds down, turn the AC up.
Yeah. Honestly, though, it is somewhat of a problem because now there are times I will just yell at it to do something I know it can't do, but it's just like, just please do this. Like, I don't want to. I don't want to have to get up and walk across the room. Just do this already.
Go get me a beer. Ah, shit. That's
just
the thing,
turn my AC off. Turn my AC on, please. Just I don't want to have to get up and walk over there.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're at a point right now where it's like it doesn't do what you want it to do yet. Like it does a very limited set of things. It does it pretty well, but it's pretty much a glorified weather box for me, and it doesn't even control Chromecast very well because I have 2 Chromecasts. So the way you have to say is like, okay, blank, watch YouTube this channel on living room TV 1, and if you fuck it up in any way, it'll be like, I don't understand what you mean. So it's a little bit finicky right now, but I'm sure it'll get there.
Yeah, the Echo one has some other similar problems like that too, where it's not as picky, but it's kind of a bitch setting up some things with it, where if you just say play music, it will instantly default to Amazon, unless you like,
oh my god,
basically hardwire it to go like, no, I want you to play Spotify, so I don't have to say play Spotify every time.
Dude, I have an Amazon Prime account, so they give you Amazon Video with it. And I love Amazon Video. It's got amazing shows. Like, Amazon original shows are actually really good. But they don't work on Chromecast. It's so annoying. I don't have a Fire Stick. I'm not going to ever fucking get a Fire Stick because I have a Chromecast. And it's just... I'm
going to buy a Fire Stick.
Dude, they don't even have an app, like, for... like Android phones. You have to download an app to get into the Amazon Prime Video section.
Yeah, they need to iron all that out. They need to iron all that out.
There should be a single app just for Amazon Video.
Yeah,
but I don't get it.
Well, they also added Alexa to the Amazon Shopping app. So if you have an Android phone or an iPhone, you can just open up your shopping app and suddenly have Alexa.
Yeah,
shut up.
I think it's funny that it's like you could just be like, okay, buy paper towels, and it would literally just automatically buy them for you. And I think that's like, okay, you could do that, but you can't set it up so I can stream on my Chromecast, or like set it up so all of the Amazon Video, Amazon Music, Amazon Drive, everything is in one app. I don't have 12 apps populating my phone. They have a lot of weird things that they need to work out, and it looks like they have no interest in doing so. But that being said, I love Amazon. I use it for almost everything. Like they had unlimited drive space at one point. They changed it now, but I was uploading terabytes of just raw footage straight to their cloud. And it was great because that was when I got the Fios internet, and I was like, dude, I have like an unlimited drive that works pretty much like a hard drive for me. This is great. They kind of capture it, but Amazon's great. They do good stuff. They just need to work out some of their stuff. All right, let's get into what we've been playing, because I do want to talk about some of this stuff. What have you been playing, Jerry? We'll start with you. You been playing anything? You said you've been playing some games.
Diablo. Been playing pretty much Diablo and Counter-Strike. Season 11? Yeah, we're on Season 11. Season 11 started Thursday. So basically, Loco and I have been just kind of playing that whenever we can.
Where is he? Is he still playing?
I don't know. Probably that, or he just passed out from playing it for like 18 hours. I don't know.
Yeah, if you guys are wondering where Loco is, he might show up, but we don't know where he is right now.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for him to just pop in.
But yeah, we've just been playing a lot of Diablo pretty much. And then I was playing Counter-Strike when I had time to, because I got back into the Counter-Strike bug after watching the major this week. So that's been mostly it. It's been fun playing Diablo again, but I still have a lot of things I really hate about Diablo. But yeah, dude, I just mean like in comparison to like I'm a Path of Exile player,
Yeah.
like mostly. So Diablo's it's fun, but it's a lot of the things are just borderline triggering to me where it's just like, okay, when the Necromancer first came out, because I'm playing Necromancer this time because fuck it, dude. It's the first season with Necro. Let's have some fun. Except for one build, they pretty much nerfed the fuck out of everything to the point that almost everything but that one build's pretty much useless.
Yeah,
Which
Loco
they'll
was
do a
talking
lot.
about it. Loco was talking about it last week where he was saying like the good builds for the Necromancer make you play everything except the Necromancer. So
Yeah.
like the actual Necromancer build is actually not that good. No one really plays it.
No, and then one of the fun builds that was a lot of fun when the game came out, nerfed that shit into the ground, which the way that it annoys me the most is with Diablo 3, there are legendary gems, and you can socket these only into your rings and your necklace or like amulets, and they all have really cool effects. But the way that game's always been balanced, and which was a lot of fun about this one Necromancer build that they nerfed into the ground before they did, you could actually use a different fucking gem in it. But for now, a vast majority, it's back now that this one gem's been nerfed to the ground again. It's Diablo's back to where it's been for a long time. They have probably 70 of these legendary gems that all have like their own unique cool effects that you could probably make a build around, except they're all fucking shit except for 3. So every single build uses these same 3 fucking legendary skill gems. And they nerfed the 4th one that was fun into the ground, so you can't really use it anymore, and you're now back to the same 3 legendary gems for every build. So you have to play Bane of the Trap, Stricken, and Powerful, and you're just kind of like, oh. So you have like 70 gems, and all of them but 3 are useless. Yeah, like that's a really dumb mechanic to me.
That seems like a lot of those RPGs have gotten. They kind of, that's what I mean when I was saying like I used to be super heavy into them, but it gets to the point where it's like you can't really play what you want to play because there's just so much better roles through other builds, except Path of Exile kind of switched that up, and that's why I really enjoyed Path of Exile. Well, they let you do anything.
Yeah, like I like Path of Exile because yes, there's still optimal builds and things like that, but it is a game where, hey, if I want to do this, like it's not going to be as optimal, but like you can do it. You can take it all the way to the end content.
Yeah.
The way Diablo's made is like, okay, to get a set of the ancient legendary, like, okay, there's primal ancient legendaries. To get the primal ancient legendaries, you have to do a greater rift of 70. There's builds in that game that will not touch a fucking greater rift 70. And to me, that's so dumb, where it's just like, nope, you have to run one of these set builds, get these exact specific items for it. Then you can only use 3 of these 50 to 70 fucking cool gems. And it's like Path of Exile, it's like, yeah, you can make a really shitty character. It's a really dumb build that you can make, that makes no sense. If that's what you want to play, you can learn how to play that, and you can still go to and see all of the content. You can take that to the end of the game if you really want to learn how to play that. With Diablo, it's just you can't.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah, well, I think it just, I don't know. Do you think this is to be the last one? Or do you think they're going to keep updating it? Have they said?
There's like rumors they might be working on a 4th, or they might be working on more content for Diablo 3. So some people are wondering if they're going to build like the Druid from Amazon 2 or like an Amazonian. But so that people are basically deciding if it's going to be another like character DLC pack like the Necromancer was, or if they actually are working on a 4th Diablo. But who knows?
I would like to see a new Diablo. I had a lot of fun with Diablo 3 for a little bit.
Honestly, at this point, yeah.
I would like to see a new one. I like the way that they streamlined the combat in Diablo 3 a lot better than the other ones. Like I like playing with the controller, believe it or not. And that's kind of how I played Diablo 3 because my friend, he doesn't have like a gaming PC. He has a PS4, and that's how he played it. And it was a lot of fun. The streamlined combat allows more casual players to get in, and you can kind of go geeky and get some crazy builds going. But I wish they would kind of just revamp it, clean it up a bit, allow a more crazier skill tree like Path of Exile, allow a lot more items and different combos. But we'll see. I think they're gonna milk it a little bit more. If I know Blizzard, they like to really milk their shit dry until there's no player base. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people playing Necro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
so they know they're like, okay, well, there's a lot of people playing this. They're gonna play the next one, and then finally they can move on when no one plays it.
Yeah, we'll see. It's probably gonna still be years before there's a fourth one, and I'm not gonna play the third one for years more.
What was that game that they were talking about? Isn't there another Blizzard game coming out soon? Or that they teased or something? Or is that a different company?
That's a different company. They're pretty all set on the ones they have, but they are working with Activision for Destiny 2.
Right. No, I thought it was something else. Maybe it's a different company. I thought it was something. I don't remember. Moving on. Splatoon. Oh, go ahead. Go finish.
I was going to say, there's also that Counter-Strike Major Doe. The Counter-Strike Major Doe. That was a weird but good major, just for you guys, since I know you guys don't. Yeah, it finished it's Sunday. It was crazy because Gambit was the tournament winner. Who Gambit's been good, but most people thought they were still underdogs. Most people thought they were going to go to probably quarters, could maybe go to semis, but not win it all. Then Immortals, that was who they played in the finals. This was their first major. Mm-hmm. And they made it out of groups all the way to finals and actually lost in finals. So they beat out. It was crazy. There was a bunch of crazy upsets, basically. Like, it was nuts. So now, people should definitely check that out if they want.
Why do you think there were upsets? Is it just...
Honestly, it's just because skill gaps are closing.
That's what I was going to say. Is it because people are getting better, or is it because... I don't know. I guess that's the only way.
A lot of people have been playing it. Teams have been getting better, but it's the way people like Counter-Strike has always had its own meta and like how people play it. So there's times where certain styles are working better than other styles. And mostly it's just people are getting better and better. It's like the level of competition's just gotten so insanely high that there's not really eras anymore. Like when the game first came out, there was a big NIP era where they won everything for a long time. And then in between that, there was a Fnatic era. They won 3 majors. Yeah, they won like 3 majors. SK won a couple. They had a really good run, but now it's starting to look like it's a lot more of anyone can really show up and just possibly win it all.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. That's actually pretty cool. I remember playing Counter-Strike back at like 1.6 when it was like CPL, Cal Leagues.
Yeah, dude. and you could go just play on CPL Mill, the best map ever made that they need to bring back.
Dude, I remember playing Gun Game on the 609 server.
Yeah.
On 1.6, man.
There was
that good old New Jersey-based server, man.
There was I guess it was the Russians. They were just so much better. Was it Russian or was it a different country? I can't remember exactly what country it was, but it was like whenever they would pop in, you were like, oh God, I want them on my team, or because they were just so much better. And I remember thinking like, this is crazy. These people are so good. And then it's like, they're really fucking good these days because now you can make money.
Yeah,
really make money back in the day.
The other crazy part about Gambit winning it is actually they are from the CIS region, technically. Well, not technically, they are. But Gambit's also the first multinational team to win, because before it was always teams where everyone was from the same country. Like Brazil, like a Brazilian teams won a couple, Swedish teams won a couple, French teams won a couple, like things like that, like all from the same country. This one, Gambit's actually Zeus from Ukraine, Dojia from Russia, and then Adren, Mo, and Hobbit are all from Kazakhstan.
That's awesome.
And they just completely won a major, which is nuts.
Yeah, that's cool because that's like now they're recruiting. You know, they're recruiting from other countries and shit because there's so much money in it now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, crap, dude. Just also realized that like 3 dudes from Kazakhstan just won a 500,000 US dollars.
Yeah, they're probably so pumped.
Like, that's insane.
They're probably so pumped. That's cool. It's good to hear.
It's also cool that Zeus won because Zeus actually got kicked from Navi, which was considered the best team from that region for a long time. He got kicked while he was in-game leader. He got kicked, and basically just the day he got kicked, he just tweeted out, I'm not going to give up until I win a motherfucking major. And he was actually the first player from that region to win a fucking major.
That's crazy.
With this team he built. So that was really cool.
I love how they all have uniforms too. They're like soccer uniforms. It's pretty cool. All right, let's talk about Splatoon 2, Doobie. You played it this weekend?
I've been playing 2.
I haven't played it just today though. I just got into it today.
Yeah, I picked my copy up on Friday afternoon after work. They did not handle the eShop very well. I'm glad I go physical because of it. But I had a lot of friends that were trying to get the game at midnight, like Thursday. And they didn't let anybody preload the game, and the eShop servers just crashing so hard.
Yeah, they need to fix that ASAP.
Yeah, they really should have let people preload like the game at least like a week before, stagger it. But I'm playing it. I tried it in handheld mode, like with just handheld. I've played with just the Joy-Cons with the Pro controller. I played in my bed, and it's fun. I'm having a blast.
Now, I've never played this game ever. And one thing I was worried about getting it, I mean, I'm obviously going to get it because there's like one game on the Switch right now, and it's been out for like 8 months. It's almost been out a year. And so I got it, and I'm actually happy with it. It's a pretty fun game. So the object of the game, right now what you're seeing in the video, it's like, this is Doobie's footage, but he's like shopping around. He has like, they have like different abilities that these items give. You can get a hat, a shirt, and shoes, and a gun, like a weapon, specials. But the main goal is really to just like shoot paint everywhere and just cover the map as much as you can. And you can take out other people with paint, and you have to like run out of paint, and so you have to swim through your own paint. So if they're dominating the map, then you can't really like refill your paint through their paint. So you have to like go all the way back and refill up, or try to find areas that you have your paint in. And it's just like a weird gameplay mechanic that is actually pretty damn fun. And I was sitting here because I was supposed to be working, and I downloaded it, and I was like, let me play around. I haven't played this game yet. We're doing the show later, and I want to be able to talk about it. And I ended up playing for like 2 hours. It was like really damn fun game. Easy. It is pretty easy. The controls are weird. Like, they set you up with motion controls, which I was not a fan of immediately. Like, you can turn with the right stick, but you have to look up and down by tilting the switch, and that was not cool. I think that no one is going to be using that. Do you use that?
I have a lot of friends that are competitive players, and that's how they play. But they also started on Splatoon 1 with the motion controls on the gamepad, so they're used to it. So you can learn. It's a learning curve, and I'm not one that's going to be interested in learning curve with that.
I don't understand how it could be any more accurate than just like a right stick.
You can change your sensitivity, which I really like. I've been messing around with that to get like the perfect sensitivity for me. And certain weapons, like the roller, you're not going to be worried about your accuracy so much because of just how that weapon works.
Yeah.
Because the weapons are
that's my weapon. The roller. I've been digging the roller, which is like this huge like fat paint roller. And you just fucking mop shit up. The weapons is kind of what I have an issue with, because right now they're kind of like the splatter gun, I guess, like the regular gun.
The splat shot?
Yeah, it's kind of dumb. Like, it doesn't shoot very far. So you have to be pretty close to someone to kind of get them. And it's kind of weak. And I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of these weapons.
Yeah, as you level up, you unlock more weapons.
Yeah.
And you'll unlock better versions with different loadouts, with different sub weapons, with different special weapons. You'll find that it really comes down to a lot of it is just finding the weapon that is right for you and your abilities. And this game has made it so much better than the first Splatoon in how you do abilities. In the first game, if you wanted to have a certain piece of equipment with certain abilities, you had to roll for them, essentially. So it's like an RNG crapshoot if you get the ability you want on the piece of gear you want. So mixing your fashion with your gameplay, like with your abilities, was kind of a pain in the ass. This one, you can actually remove abilities off of other pieces of gear and add them as like ability chunks, and then you can just straight up add that ability to your gear.
Yeah.
So they definitely streamlined it a little bit more efficiently for you to do that. So those are like the changes like I'm really excited for, because that means I can dress the way I want to and play the way I want to.
I don't know if you saw, but your mic is acting really weird, by the way.
Yeah, doesn't help that the kids outside are playing fucking basketball and it's hot in my house and we turn the AC off.
So right now he's like at a test area. Well, he's about to leave now, but he was like, that's like an area where you could test your weapons. I don't know. I'm liking it so far. I don't know the longevity. Like it kind of feels like ARMS for me, where it's like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be playing this game. I haven't picked up ARMS since I got it, like that first couple days. It's just not that fun to me. This one I hope has a little bit more longevity.
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell you were doing, but you were like turned into a fish and just flopping around.
Nah, that's like one of the things I like to do. I've done that since Splatoon 1. I'll just screw around and just like mash the squid button.
You got like a crazy samurai dude. What level are you?
Yo, that is amiibo gear, because I actually let's see, the new amiibo, which is the purple squid.
All right.
There was 2 other ones, but I didn't buy them. And originally, to get the green squid, you had to buy the 3-pack that came with these guys from the first game. And they actually give you 3 pieces of gear as you level up. You get headwear, like the shirt, and then shoes.
So that weapon you bought?
The weapons you buy as you level up, Sheldon unlocks more weapons. So the ink brush is DLC, so that's already unlocked for you to buy. You don't have to level up for it. It's the DLC. They're going to be adding more weapons. The umbrella weapon, which I don't know when that's coming. I want that weapon. I think I'm going to be maining that weapon when it comes out. But
I like this.
Let's see if I remember. This guy gives you samurai gear. She gives you school outfit. This one gives you like a Mark 1 kind of like power suit, and then Mark 2 power suit for the purple.
Yeah.
And those are amiibo tied gear. Nintendo's whole amiibo shtick. Buy our figurines for $13 a piece. You get things in the game for it. It's like DLC almost.
Yeah, it's a funny way to do DLC.
I just like them because I have a crap ton of amiibo for games that I don't even have amiibo support for. I just like the way they look, so I wish that you could just like figures.
Yeah, I wish you could just buy them without buying the figures, but I do like this paintbrush thing. It's like
the paintbrush is cool. I need more practice with it. It feels like a very close range weapon.
That's the problem with the guns for me. They all feel like close range weapons.
There's
the one sniper.
The splat charger is your sniper.
Yeah.
But I don't like the way that the splat charger works in the game. I know I have friends that that's their weapon of choice. They're good with it, but they've put a lot of hours into Splatoon 1 with them. Some of the changes that were cool is when you charge up you essentially charge up your sniper rifle. That's how you shoot it farther, is you charge it up. It used to be if you charged it and then went into squid form, you lost the charge. Now they
you
let
can
you
hold
keep
it.
the charge for a little bit, so you can actually tactically charge, move into position, and then fire.
Yeah.
That's a really good change. It just adds that little crinkle of strategy. Turf War,
There's no
like we were
like
saying,
assault rifle gun now. You know what I mean? Where it's like a mid range.
yeah, you like
Everything
the
feels pretty
dualies are
close.
cool but like I said, they're close range because they're two guns with a dodge ability. So you get close, dodge, and then pretty much punish, like a fighting game. You punish your opponent.
Yeah. I'm finding that
But,
like if you have like a paint roller, like if you go up to a paint roller, because that's essentially like a shotgun, and they can just since everything's so close range, they could just blast you with the paint roller. That's why I've been killing with the paint roller.
With the paint roller, one of the things like you should use is if you hit the button instead of like holding it to roll, you'll throw.
Yeah.
And if you jump and do it, it's actually a vertical line.
Oh, really?
Which gives you a little bit more range. It's thinner, but it's farther. So I use that to like hit the walls, to climb up walls.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing.
Things like that.
Fly around. I don't know. It's a pretty fun game. I've been enjoying it. And I've
been doing mostly turf war, which is that mode where you're covering the ground with ink. There are other modes as well. Rainmaker, which is kind of like capture the flag. You grab the Rainmaker, which is itself as a weapon, and you have to carry it across the map.
Mm-hmm.
There's King of the Hill, pretty much, which is splat zones, where you have to splat an area and keep it, like King of the Hill. And then there's I can't remember what the name of the tower one is, but it's essentially it's like cargo. So they're very familiar games, but with the Splatoon spin on them, which is unique, and it's Super Nintendo.
Yeah, it's definitely a Nintendo style game, which is cool.
Yeah, it's actually made by the people who developed it, designed it, like the team in Nintendo that did Splatoon, the first one and this one. They're actually big fans of first-person shooters. Like, they loved Call of Duty series, and they drew a lot of inspiration from those games.
Yeah, it's a cool game. It's like a fun little game. Like I said, I'm worried about longevity, but we'll see.
I'm worried about
I do want to
play
play
with friends because the voice app is fucking shit.
Dude, all Nintendos. I don't even worry about that with Nintendo games because they don't know how to do online.
You're better off just using Discord. Honestly, just use Discord if you want to play with people.
Or just don't talk. Just play the game. That's it. Yeah. Every online Nintendo game has always been. It's just play. Don't stop talking to people.
Hey,
which is cool.
It's better than hearing a 12-year-old kid just, man, you fucking suck. Man, I splat your dick, bitch.
I like when a 12-year-old talks shit to me. I think it's the funniest thing ever.
I'm better at Splatoon than you.
I'm in the minority.
Your mom's a whore.
Yeah, that's
you were so wrong, dude. You cannot play a first-person shooter without shit talk. That is an integral part of the game.
Trying to play Overwatch and people just, or you get the people that like put on their music and it's just like, I'm a scat man. And it's fucking like, no, God, Counter-Strike 1.6. How many times did I have to hear Darude Sandstorm?
I was just about to say, like, what are you back in 1.6 days?
That was the worst.
I do recommend getting a Splatoon 2 right now because like I said, it's the only other game on the Switch. ARMS sucks. Don't pick up ARMS. You already have Zelda. Splatoon 2's next. Nintendo is really disappointing me. They need to hurry up with some games here.
Splatoon,
Mario's coming out, and then what? Like, then we have to wait till next year.
I'm excited to see the Japanese numbers for Splatoon because, like Nintendo is big in Japan. It just always is. I mean, the console itself is a fucking Japanese console. It just has the Japanese market in mind. Splatoon is extremely popular in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I really am interested to see the numbers. We had Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which hit like 1 million like really quickly. I'm wondering if Splatoon 2 is like the same. America likes it, but dude, like Japan
it's gonna
eats
sell
that shit.
It's obviously going
it's
to
gonna
sell.
There's 4 games.
There's 4 games. That's why. It's
I mean,
sell.
you got Mario coming in the fall with the Fire Emblem Warriors, which I mean I'm going to be picking up because I love Fire Emblem.
And both of those sound great. And then every other game is set for like 2019.
Yeah, exactly.
Was it Xeno Chronicles 2? I mean, that's my Japanese weeb RPG.
I just think like I think if you really want to get a Switch, you're not really missing out on anything by not having it right now. Unless you really want to play Zelda on the go, which is an amazing experience, and it's almost worth it just for Zelda. Because I'm still playing it.
Say, man, wait till winter, wait till holiday, Christmas season when you're gonna have Splatoon 2, ARMS if you want it, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
You don't fucking want ARMS.
Zelda. You'll have Fire Emblem. You'll have Mario. Like there's going to be enough quality games by Christmas to justify buying the system. Right now, we're still in that early adopter period where, like, if you want to switch, it's because you're a Nintendo fanboy.
We'll see. I am not one of those Nintendo guys who, just because it's a Nintendo game, calls it a quality game. There's a lot of people banking on Super Mario being a quality game. Splatoon 2 is supposed to be a quality game. Zelda, they nailed it with Zelda. I'm a little apprehensive about Mario, but I don't know. We'll see. Because I'm just not very excited for a lot of the lineup. I would love to see more
Smash on it.
They need Smash. I would be very excited for, but I think they need a lot more third-party support, third-party games. Open up the indie store a little bit more. Like Dead Cells is perfect. It would be perfect on the Switch. Hurry up and get that on
there. They said it's coming. They just don't have a date for it yet. Yeah, and that's the thing.
They need to like work with these third parties and help them get their games on there.
But my Skyrim, dude.
Skyrim, dude. I don't give a shit about Skyrim. I played it on 8 different consoles already. Fuck that game.
Dude, I'm definitely picking up Skyrim for sure.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you got End is Nigh.
Because that'll be the 5th game on the Switch until 2019.
Dude, you got the amiibo support with it.
Yeah, right? You get to be Link in Skyrim.
Because it's never been modded in before. Never.
No.
Never.
This is how they do their mods, is through paid DLC figurines.
Yeah, and they get away with it.
I mean, they're quality figurines. And
no, they're not. They don't even move. They just sit there. I want something like a G.I. Joe with fingers and move your fingers. And
you want the action kung fu grip?
Yes, that's a real quality.
You want a string on the back, pull it. There's a snake in my boot.
All right, moving on. We got news. Parts Final Fantasy VII Remake ahead of Kingdom Hearts 3. This is actually pretty big news. They were talking about this on a couple of the gaming podcasts. Are you guys excited for Final Fantasy VII?
I mean,
Remake?
Is anyone surprised?
No.
That Kingdom Hearts 3 is behind?
I mean, we got a release date for Kingdom Hearts 3. Let me just say this. When they had the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3 and they were like 2018 and people lost their shit, I was like, I'm not losing my shit. I expect it in 2018.
Maybe.
At this point, it should not be a 2019 game. It has been in development since the PS2.
I am excited that
Duke Nukem forever, boys.
I know. Oh my god. Final Fantasy 15, boys.
I am excited that Kingdom Hearts, because I didn't know this, but they have the Pixar license, so they're gonna be going into the Pixar realm. And I think that's pretty fucking cool.
You saw the trailer?
Yeah, we're watching.
Like, it looks just like the Toy Story movies. Like, it looks beautiful.
I'm gonna play the trailer right now so people can see. But this is like their first like Pixar world. The game looks pretty damn good.
When is my Finding Nemo world?
Oh god.
I mean, I'm hoping it'll be good. It's gonna come out December 2018 or the next year.
Yeah, it's gonna come out with like. It's gonna be like the 6th game on the Switch,
7,
like 2020.
Final Fantasy VII Remake is episodic. So when they say parts of it, I mean, we could just be talking about parts of episode 1 out of a 3-parter.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So yeah, when the complete collection of episodes 1 through 3 of Final Fantasy VII Remake come out on PS5, I'll probably get it then.
I'm not really excited for Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Not when it's episodic.
No,
I hate that. I hate that. Yeah, I hate the whole, nope, let's make games episodic because we can't finish them.
You see how well it did for Half-Life? Still waiting on Half-Life 3.
Yeah, but the first ones were good, so.
Yeah, they were great.
I'm looking more
Episodes
at
1 and 2.
I'm
and
more
they never
looking at
released episode 3.
more looking at you, Hitman.
Or
yeah.
Which was like,
Oh.
don't get me wrong, Hitman was still good. It was just like, all right, cool. These 3 missions are awesome. I'm pumped. Let's do the next. Oh wait, I have to wait a year.
yeah.
Fuck
Well,
that.
dude.
Then
the
you gotta
same
wait for
was
the
with-
complete collection.
No, the same was with like the Life is Strange. It didn't do extremely well until it was fully released. No one wants to wait a week to play the next. You're gonna beat that level in a day. You're gonna wait a week. This isn't a TV show. Give us the whole fucking game now so we can play
But
it.
even TV shows, look at the people who binge watch all of Netflix seasons in one sitting because they all drop at one time.
Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with like them not being able to complete it. I think it's more of just like they can just
Money.
stretch it out.
Yeah, it's money.
They can just stretch it out and people will fucking buy it because I don't know. That being said, Final Fantasy VII Remake looks nice. It does
I
look
mean,
good.
it looks cool.
Both
But
these
I mean,
games
how
look
much can
pretty
we
damn
really
good.
milk Final Fantasy VII?
I think this
I
is
don't know.
about
Ask
it.
Bethesda.
I think this is about it. I think once this comes out, that's it.
This is the Skyrim of Final Fantasy.
All right, next. What is this here? What do we got here? One second. I don't know what this is. We're gonna move on with this. Oh, Telltale Games announces new seasons to Wolf Among Us, Walking Dead, and The Batman. I haven't played Wolf Among Us, but I heard it's pretty damn good. I am excited about Walking Dead. Again, these are probably all episodic.
Yeah, they are.
These
Yeah.
are all episodic games.
Yeah.
But,
Once Wolf
I've
Among Us was
heard-
good though.
was it?
I've heard
Yeah.
good things.
Is that an
about-
original story?
No. Well,
Oh.
sort of.
Where did that story come from? I don't know.
It is
world.
okay. It's a long base comic book, but the actual story, like the game, is a prequel to the comic book.
I see.
But it was good. It was interesting. It intrigued me a lot.
Same with the Walking Dead. The Walking Dead. I never thought I'd be into a point and click adventure, but hey, man, I was hooked into it. I'm still playing the Telltale series, like the Michonne one I'm playing right now. I hop in whenever I have like some time. But like these are kind of games that you could like get on your phone and play. They're not very intensive games, so I don't know. I guess people really do
No,
like them.
they're essentially visual novels, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the pick and choose your own adventure books.
It's definitely a
Minecraft
game-
stories.
Is that your favorite one?
No.
Is that's secretly what Jerry plays when the show ends? He
Yeah.
plays just
No,
over
he
and
plays
over
Tales
again.
from the Borderlands.
No, he plays Minecraft the story over and over again.
Dude, 24/7, dude. It's on in the background right now.
Yeah, no, he doesn't watch the CS:GO majors. He watches fucking Minecraft the story gameplay. Dude,
Just on
I'm
repeat.
They
so,
found a way to get CS:GO inside
I'm
of
so
Minecraft.
sick of these.
They got it in
autoplay videos.
Roblox, dude. Of course they got it in Minecraft.
Player Unknown Battleground crosses 5 million copies. Crazy. Good for them.
Yeah, thought it was flavor of the month. It seems to have some kind of staying power.
No,
at the
this
moment,
is it,
so-
dude. This game's gonna be huge.
Oh yeah. I called it, dude. It's
It's gonna be huge.
that a lot of people really like that battle royale arena type game, and it's like this is the guy who's made all of them, and this is his baby.
And it
Like
and
there you
it's
go.
got
It's gonna
that-
be huge.
People
It's
like hide and
such-
seek.
It's such a great Twitch watching game, so it's just
Yeah.
always gonna do well. It is a service based game. It's gonna do well for a long time. You were right, dude. This is it. This is gonna be the next
Well,
Minecraft.
He's actually doing a lot with it too, because related to that, they're trying to have it fully released in like October.
Yeah, because they probably
Or
want to
they
get
come
it
they're
out for the
coming to console
Xbox.
with it.
Yeah.
They want to get
Yeah.
it done for Xbox so they can do the
So
crossplay.
I think they actually have the backing and stuff to do it, and like they've actually been making huge improvements like monthly to that game, which I have to commend them for, because a lot of early access games, they'll like, like the first couple of months, you're like, here's huge things that we just didn't like publish yet because we were still working on it, and then after that it just screeches to a halt. They've been keeping up with it.
How much do you think Xbox or Microsoft gave them to go exclusive on Xbox?
I'm sure a lot.
It has to be somewhere above like, it's got to be a real high amount because I think that this game can sell Xboxes. I really do. I think
I
people will
do,
buy
and
Xbox just to play this game.
They're cross. I
Yeah.
think they're cross-platforming with PC. Right?
God, I hope
Yeah,
not.
I think they are.
I think they are
Oh,
because that's
God,
like Xbox
no.
is like known for cross-play support.
Yeah,
Well,
but
yeah.
not in
PlayStation,
an
Sony is not.
FPS, dude. Not in an FPS, man.
One of the glitchiest games
No.
ever made.
Yeah,
is-
shit, dude.
Just wait for
It's
it.
like glitch. This is known for
Trying
its
to be
glitches.
cross-platform.
Because I was gonna say, like, I can see this game selling Xboxes. I really hope it doesn't. Where it's just like, no, this is a PC game. This is a game meant to be played on the PC. If you actually want to play it to the best you can, that's terrifying.
As soon as
this
this
it,
comes
boys?
out on Xbox, that notion is over. It's going to be a
is this it,
console
boys?
game.
No Life has to get into the Pupka thing now, right? That's how we're gonna get big.
I know we should.
gotta
Boy,
get into
that ship sailed, man.
I know we should have when we had the chance. We fucked that up.
We gotta stream on Twitch for 2 viewers. Come on.
I'm telling you, this will sell Xboxes. This is a huge. It's a huge game. It's absolutely.
I see it selling a lot just because I mean, like, crap, you know, even the big streamers, like, if it's not their main game, they end the night playing it.
Mm-hmm.
You go to Twitch, you know, if it's the end of the night for Summit, he's playing it. The end of the night for Lyric, he's playing it. You know, like all these people who play other huge games and like more console games and stuff like that. That's how they end their streams. Is like, yeah, I'm gonna go play PUBG for like 2 hours.
And now you got your big streamers like Dr. Disrespect and stuff like that. Who
Getting banned.
have really? Did he really?
Yeah, he got banned. He got a temp ban
Oh, jeez.
From PUBG.
from PUBG.
Dude, he got a sponsorship with G Fuel. Okay.
Yeah,
Code
but he got,
Keem. Code Keem.
oh god, he got a temp ban for team killing, and it started this huge Twitter war actually between him and Player Unknown.
Oh boy.
Them TKs. Overwatch could be getting new weapons or weapon skins.
I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah, I like the second part of that idea better that they were also talking about, where you could so the way the skins work right now is a lot of the skins actually do change the gun model, and some of them look a lot better than others in my opinion, but the skin looks better. So they were talking about being able to switch the gun model in between skins. I like that idea. They roll that out, that'd be cool. Because like there's definitely some skins where like, I mean, any example, there's like a Soldier 76 skin. Like the skin looks amazing. It makes the gun look horrific to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, if I could rip the gun from a different skin and just make it look like a gun that looks all right, I'd love that.
Yeah.
If they want to go the Counter-Strike route though, I don't know.
Remember the days of fucking loading up your Counter-Strike skins on Photoshop, drawing a dick on it, and then loading it into game, and no one could see it except you, but it was amazing.
Yeah. And now it's a huge gambling thing, and just like now it's just everywhere. It's getting all of us in trouble because of people making money off of kids, and yeah.
Yeah, those days are over. All right.
Which it's weird too, because like there are some CS skins that are amazing.
Oh, dude.
Like they're sick as hell.
CS Banana, dude. That was the spot to go.
But if they bring that to Overwatch, it'll be interesting to me to see how that translates.
How long do you think until people start gambling Overwatch skins?
Oh, if they were to like bring something out like that you could, well, it depends if you can trade them or not. That's the big kicker. Because right now you can't trade. If they open trading, yeah, it would be there instantly, dude.
Yeah,
but like, I'm interested to see what they end up doing to possibly bring more hype to Overwatch, because Overwatch is still a huge game right now. But
does it need more hype?
On the esports side, yes.
Yeah,
the esports side's a very interesting world right now because they're trying to really pump out the Overwatch League, which is, I have mixed feelings about it because in some ways it's really cool and in some ways it's really gonna crash and burn and it's just a dumpster fire.
When does Doomfist come out, or is it already out?
Couple weeks,
yeah,
I think. Still, basically the way the Overwatch League, they are trying to set up a league similar to like League of Legends, like how they do their LCS system, but you have to buy a spot. They want the teams to be located in a city. So you're basically buying the rights to a city, like a football team or something like that. But
I think that's dope.
I think it's cool, but the way they're doing it is they just alienated every esports org pretty much. Like all of the big standard esports orgs that have like pretty much built up esports all got shafted. And a lot of the people sound like I don't know if they really are entirely sure of what they're doing when it comes to like building a viable, good spectator sport. Because that's where it gets scary. Because I mean, like, okay, Robert Kraft owns an Overwatch League spot.
He's
like the guy who owns the Patriots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he bought one. Like, there's like, it's a lot of actual sports team owners who are like buying these teams in these locations, which in some ways is really fucking cool. But it's also like, what does Robert Kraft know about computer games? You know what I mean?
Well, he knows how to manage a fucking team, that's for sure.
He doesn't manage it though.
Well, he knows how to manage.
Something.
He knows how to manage the people that manage the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he'll be like, "Let's get the best this guy. Let's get the best analysis. Let's get the best this."
Dude,
and that brings money,
esports?
and money brings in people, and people bring in views. So it could,
right?
You know, Overwatch is making a lot of money, and I think their entire plan from the beginning was to just start their own.
Oh no, it was
thing.
It's just interesting how it's all playing out. Where it's just like they're kind of shafting some of the major players already in esports, and it's just interesting seeing that. And it's just like that makes it really cool because you're bringing in a lot of non-endemic sponsors with a lot of money. Because some of the spots, they were basically selling them for like 20 million. Like you had to have 20 million to buy the spot, which is insane. But it's like that's really cool. That doesn't mean success though. And like the sense of a league and as a spectator sport where like you do have, you know, it's you have tons of teams who have now decades of experience on how to actually viably run an esports team and still generate money to stay afloat. You know what I mean?
Also, I don't think Robert Kraft understands like what goes into becoming an esports player. Like it's not it's not like you go like the high school college football professional route.
Right.
This is like a very different place. You know, it's like a different mindset. So that could be interesting too, seeing how, you know, the I don't know, New Jersey Red Bull Overwatch team, and it's just like,
dude, they've talked about having major cities like actually have their own esports teams.
Oh yeah, that's
like
what they're trying to do.
That's what they're doing with this, and
having traveling leagues and things like that. And I mean, they have their pros and cons,
which is cool in an idea. But I mean, we just talked about at length last week. Our internet's shit as a country, so that doesn't sound
LAN parties, man.
Exactly. That's like I'd rather have it on LAN than online.
Plus, you get crowds in, and you know the whole sport feeling.
It's one of those things where it could definitely go either way. It could end up becoming amazing, or it could totally flop like CGS when they were on TV and stuff like that.
MLG back in the old days.
That is actually one of the scary parts too. Is one of the like head up guys who's doing a lot for this was one of the biggest members of CGS when it failed. That's scary. But I don't know. It's interesting to me too because it's one of those things where it's I think there's a lot of hype around esports, especially nowadays. And I think people like Robert Kraft and those guys getting in, they're expecting a huge return. They're not going to see a huge return, dude. That's why I'm saying it's interesting. Like, you know, you do have teams who've been around forever because they know how to manage their money, basically, because the actual profit margins on esports, like owning an esports team and the organization, is incredibly slim. It's basically you're just staying afloat. You're making a little bit of money, if that. And it's more staying afloat.
You're not going to a stadium. Like the city doesn't have a stadium for esports. It's all one place. Like they all go to one place to play, and that's where the ticket sales are, and that's where the merch sales are, and that's where all that stuff is. This is not like they're not gonna have like an Overwatch stadium where unless
Maybe they will now. That's the plan,
like
but who
Madison Square
knows?
Garden.
Unless
you're not
they
going to get
do, but-
Overwatch in Wells Fargo Center.
How much would tickets be to
I'm
cover
just,
the overhead?
I'm just saying,
on that?
we had Counter-Strike in Madison Square Garden, so hey.
Yeah, once
you're
right?
just going to mostly have the venues where like the major tournaments are held, like Esports Arena in California.
Yeah, but is that enough to cover the cost of owning a $20 million esports team?
That was my point. It's
How are
like,
they supposed to keep that afloat? You know, it just doesn't make sense. But they have high ambitions. People with high ambitions, you got to commend them.
Yeah,
you got to commend
well,
them on
They
that.
get that TV deal. That's what.
Exactly. That's like the
We
weird
just had
thing about a
Evo.
lot of it. Yeah.
We just had Evo and Disney and ESPN.
See, that's the thing about it is it's a lot of those big money moves that are happening, which makes it ride or die. Basically, is a lot of this is betting on the future. It's betting on the fact that esports has been growing so hugely, but it's going to continue to grow and grow and grow, and you're going to work out those TV deals and things like that where you do start seeing return on investment.
I think though,
But
the
it's-
problem with that is with esports is that the games are very time sensitive. You know, we're not playing Madden, 98 anymore. We're not playing
right.
like Overwatch. How long is it going to stay relevant? You know,
Exactly.
I mean,
what's
to
the
be
next
fair,
FPS
but
that'll come
there's-
along, and then
You look at
your
something
$20
like
million
League of
team, no one
Legends
watches it
or
anymore.
Dota 2.
Yeah,
Well,
but
the
how
other
long are they going to stay relevant?
The other
They've stayed
things with
relevant
that
for
too.
a long time.
I
But
don't know how much
they'd-
longer though.
Esports still have a shelf life. All esports have a shelf life. It's a matter. It's a fact. It's a video game. It has a shelf life.
Yeah.
The problem with that too, though, is some of these things have been on TV. Like example, Counter-Strike, it's been on TV. Okay, their majors still hold every single record on Twitch for amount of viewers and things like that. So it's a huge game when these huge tournaments are on. They've had them on TV and stuff like that. And you go and check out the analytics, no one watches it on TV. They're bringing in a lot of new people, which is cool on TV. But if you compare it to the internet, everyone's watching it on the internet, which that's another factor
much
into
of
it.
it-
That's
where
crazy.
the
Where it's like,
market
why are
is.
you putting so much? Exactly. Why are you putting so much money in this inevitable possible TV deal when no one's going to watch it on TV?
Yeah, and
No,
no one
everyone's
watches TV
watching
now
it on
anyway.
Twitch.
Now, what are like the numbers compared to like a primetime NFL game versus like a CS
Oh.
majors? Is it like the same kind of numbers, or are they vastly different? Because that's a primetime NFL game that's on twice a week, 3 times a week, versus a major, which is how, once a year, twice a year, maybe.
You'd have to look at concurrent viewership.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
for
go
that
look at my
statistic.
actual things. There have been games and tournaments though that I know for sure have actually had more viewers than games of the NBA finals and things like that.
Let's see. Let's look at the primetime ratings for NFL game.
Like I don't think they don't touch a lot of the NFL and
I
like
think-
Super Bowl games like that, but I know they've
No.
beaten out NBA championships and a lot of the others like
Probably
smaller
NHL.
sports. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and
NHL
baseball, like,
viewership is
basic-
rough.
I don't think they've had things beat football, but they've beaten every other sport.
Yeah,
I would
football's
say
up to like
look at-
20, around 10 to 20 million per game.
And I think
Yeah.
esports have like maxed out at around 12-ish.
Yeah, that's
So it's one of the-
good.
Yeah, it's one of those like you can compete with like a regular game, but once it starts getting playoffs and stuff like that, no, they don't touch it. But they have beat, like I was saying, I know,
If they beat something
They-
like basketball or baseball,
yeah, they
there's
beat
money
they
in that.
yeah, they've beaten games of the finals of the NBA championship,
Yeah,
like and baseball entirely, NHL entirely. Like it's growing.
I just don't know how long it can stay relevant and how they would work that out. Maybe like, I don't know. It's interesting. Let's move on.
That's the scary part is you have to.
Because like football, it's like
Yeah.
it's like chess. It's like a game that will always be around. You can
Right.
you can change the rules a little bit. You can add new uniforms and new things, but the core game is always the same. Esports, the core game changes drastically, and that can affect viewership.
Yeah.
If all of a sudden football they're using a fucking turkey instead of a football, and you can't tackle, no one's gonna watch that stupid fucking game. So that's like
I mean,
it's a scary
esports.
thing.
They need an
Don't
esports-
have the
yeah.
history that like football does. Where
But-
it's generational.
True.
Parents, raise their kids to be fans. our generation, we are the first real set of fans for esports.
Mm.
You know, we're gonna see if if it can hold the longevity, if it can create a history. If our kids, God forbid we have them, I don't know if I am, but if we raise our kids to watch esports,
Oh, I am.
instead of rooting for the Eagles,
It's gonna be like,
honey,
come
we
here,
gotta root
son.
for Cloud9. Let's go Cloud9.
Yeah. It's gonna be like, come here, son. You're watching Counter Strike today. But Dad, I'm 4. No, you have to understand.
Son.
Now watch this man shoot this guy in the face.
Yeah.
Instead of having catch with your son, you're gonna be like, son, grab that mouse right now.
Link up.
This
LAN
is your
party
first
right
mechanical
now.
keyboard. Instead of the first glove, here's your first mechanical keyboard.
That would
All right.
be interesting. If
Today
there were,
you're
like,
learning AD. Okay, you go, you hold D down, you let go, hit W really quick or A really quick, and then you shoot. Okay, son, you got it. You'll do great.
Imagine there's supposed to be like high school classes or high school
Oh my
sports for
God.
esports, and then college. You can get a scholarship
There's
for
already
playing games.
there's already programs working out like that.
Esports scholarships.
Yeah. They're
Well,
they're
money
starting to
gets
work
it.
on stuff like that, which
All right, we
is
gotta move on.
crazy.
Let's move on. Best Buy charging Destiny 2 pre-order scammers $20. So Doobie, you told us about this before, that basically if you wanted the beta to Destiny 2, you had to pre-order it, and some people were doing that, playing the beta, canceling, and now Best Buy was like, yo, you got to give us $20 if you're going to do that, which I agree with. That's kind of a scummy thing. Now you were saying if there was a legitimate concern, then they can get their full refund.
I've heard the stories. Apparently, if you were to I mean, it's a demo. If you don't like the demo, why? I don't know. If you have a valid claim, I believe that they're going to give you your money back. But the scammers, yeah, if you're just doing it to get into the beta, but you're going to buy the game somewhere else.
Yeah. No, if it says here, if you fulfilled the beta, then you are charged $20. You would be charged.
I mean, at that point, why not just sell the friggin' beta for $20?
Yeah, you can do that.
You know, people they weren't upfront with it. They didn't these people found out after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wasn't in the writing wasn't there. If they had been clear with it, like, hey, listen, here's your beta code, but if you cancel, $20 surcharge.
Well, I had to implement that. This is a big problem because I had to implement that on my website, DIY. I had it so if you paid $3, then you would have access for the entire month, and because it's a $3 subscription fee monthly. So people, what they were doing is they would pay $3, cancel real quick, and then they would have the entire month and they could download everything. And I was like, whoa.
$3, really?
Yeah. Well, dude, some people they figure out a loophole.
Some people are poor, man.
They figure out a loophole. They will take that loophole. So then I had to change it and say, okay, as soon as you cancel, that's it. You can't access the site anymore. So some people were like, that's kind of weird. I paid $3. I should have $3. It's like, well, you can cancel. You can manually put it in, so you don't have to automatically take it out. If you pay $3 and you cancel, that's like you're trying to loophole. You're trying to actively slight and cancel your subscription so you profit from that. And if everyone did that, then I'd be out of business. And Best Buy, I mean, they're a little bit bigger of a company, and $20 is a lot more money. But whatever. NES
scammers are scammers. There's always going to be somebody trying to get one over you.
I wouldn't really call them scammers either. That's a little harsh. They just saw a loophole and they tried to take it. You can't blame them. Some SNES Classic pre-orders from Walmart are getting canceled. Here's why. And then it says there was a pre-order system glitch allowing consumers to pre-order early, and Walmart was like, "Oh, we're so sorry. The NES Classics were soon to release." And then pretty much a bunch of them were canceled.
And I think they're limiting them to one per address. So you can't pre-order more than one per your address. That's how they're going to try to fight the whole scalper thing.
Yeah. And
you can get a PO box for only $20.
You're not going to be able to get one anyway. So don't even expect to be getting one. I'd be surprised if one of us got one. If I'm getting one, it's going right up on eBay.
Dude, I'm gonna try to get 5. I'm not kidding.
It's going right up on eBay. All right, so this is a Splatoon 2 fan-made program helps create drawings in Splatoon 2, and I saw these today when I was playing. I thought people were actually making them until I read this story. So it looks like I think it's hilarious. You can put an image into it, and it kind of I don't remember the exact name of it, Ashy system.
Yeah, it uses the Pokken. It uses the Pokken controller to do everything. It's weird, but it's funny.
It's pretty close to the real thing. It's pretty funny. So you can go check that out. That's over on NintendoEverything.com. Target taking pre-orders for SNES Classic. Zelda Breath of the Wild fan-made multiplayer mod in the works. So how would this even work?
It's
Using
done
the
through
emulator.
the emulation of the Wii U version, and it's going to be at least a year away. And they're not even like it's not close at all.
That could still be really cool though.
Hell yeah!
Oh, it's going to be really cool, but I mean, you're going to need a PC that's going to be able to run Wii U emulation for one.
Right.
Okay, so $300 Walmart. I'm kidding. It was a Nintendo burn. Just need a $300 Walmart box PC.
You just need a Raspberry Pi. There you go.
Burn.
No, that is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Someone's trying to do this. Nick, here's the image, so you guys can check that out. You can see where it's like they kind of like change the controls a little bit. I fucking love Zelda so much. I want to go play.
Give me some PvP.
Oh god, imagine
Zelda Breath of the Wild PvP.
Imagine cool. Like Zelda dropped into like Dark Souls world. Fucking amazing.
The Dark Souls of Zelda.
Yeah, I would love that. Imagine Skyrim in Zelda world. I'd play it. Can we get that, please? Can someone do a Skyrim mod in Zelda, please? Thank you. And make sure you allow me to play it on every single console that's available. And the last story.
And your phone.
Yeah, and your TI-89 calculator. Oh, shit. What did I do here? Last story. Niantic was horrified by the problems at Pokemon Go Fest. So there's a video where the CEO of Niantic comes out, and he's pretty much booed and heckled, and tomatoes were thrown at him because as soon as the Pokemon Go Fest, which was a dumb thing to do anyway, opened up, the servers crashed. No one can get in the game. And you can get in the game just anywhere but the Pokemon Go Fest, which I find hilarious.
Them cell towers can't handle that many people. I don't even know why that many people are still playing that game.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
I will say, dude, they are adding some cool stuff to it.
Are you still playing?
Yeah, we got legendaries, finally.
Yeah.
But not Mewtwo.
Yeah, I'm sure. I never expected him, to be honest.
Mew?
But
is Mew in there?
They did add a legendaries, but like, I don't know, the raid things are actually kind of interesting because they did start adding stuff over the summer, and it was like, all right, I'll check it out. Like especially when I have to go visit Ohio, like it's just like, all right, I got 8 hours. I'll play some video games on Steam, and then I'm gonna go walk around a college campus pretty much. So I've been breaking it out again. It's gotten a lot better, actually.
I know they have raids now, and they changed the whole gym battle system.
I don't like the gym battle changes, but yeah, like the raids are kind of interesting, actually. Like the raids kind of cool.
How do you raid?
My mom still plays it, and that's kind of where I'm at now. Like,
your mom's a big gamer, huh?
Yeah.
My mom, yeah, dude. I was raised right.
That's dope. My mom doesn't even know how to fucking use a microwave.
Did she?
My mom watches anime, listens to metal, and plays video games. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky.
She teach you how to AD on Counter-Strike growing up? Come on, give me the real deeds.
She doesn't play Counter-Strike, but she beat Final Fantasy VII before I did.
Did she beat Skyrim though?
She kind of stopped after PlayStation 1 for console gaming.
I don't care about your mom anymore.
Oh my god. But raids, basically what a raid is, it's a giant Pokemon that's like a gym. It's like kind of like a gym battle, but it's a huge fucking Pokemon, and a bunch of people try to take it out.
I see.
It's like what the trailer had with the Mewtwo thing.
Yeah.
When like that trailer first dropped back in like 2015 or 2016? I don't remember anymore.
A couple years ago.
That's pretty
cool. Yeah, it's like everyone was trying to beat it. Like it's kind of like that. And it's interesting. It's kind of cool. It's still not an amazing game or anything like that, but like it's worth just whipping out and playing every now and then if you're like, stuck with nothing to do but just your phone for 15 minutes.
I would love the game if the augmented reality was a little bit better and smoother, and if it didn't destroy my battery.
There was AR in it at all.
Or if there was AR in it at all.
Right? I turned that setting off.
I don't count a camera background as AR. Not yet.
I thought that was pretty cool, but it was so clunky and dumb looking. It was just so dumb looking that it just didn't really work for me. And I don't know. I think if it was a lot better, like I think when the Google Tango drops and it's like really fleshed out and we got some good AR on our phones, and then they kind of do something like that. Like I remember what was that first game that they did? Oh, what was it called?
I forgot.
But it was pretty cool. It was like Pokemon Go, but it was a different thing. I'm interested.
Yeah, it was like
in stuff
Cyberpunk Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I'm interested in stuff like that. But then again, I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan, so I'm not the best person. I just think it's funny that everyone went to this fest.
It was a shit show.
For some reason, the game has made Pokemon Company a lot of money.
Oh yeah, dude.
How do they make money?
Oh my god.
People like me. That's how. I don't want to think. I don't want to think of.
It?
Well, not anymore. But like when it first came out, yeah, dude, I bought a decent amount of shit.
I didn't buy anything.
Well, no, dude. For me, it was fun because it was just like when it first came out, it was such a social phenomenon. There was just like, yeah, dude, I'll spend 3 hours to just throw down or $3 to just throw down a lure for a couple hours. I'm gonna meet like 20 people. We're all just gonna sit there and shoot shit. Like that was fun for me.
Yeah. I will say the stories that came out of when that game first dropped, like the social stories of people finding dead bodies, people falling off.
It was a phenomenon.
Cops pulling people over and then playing Pokemon Go with them. That was hilarious.
It was a phenomenon.
It was awesome, dude. Like it was. Like I went to tons of places and it was everyone, dude. There was like places. There was like a couple of cities that I like. You'll walk around and you'll see maybe like 50 people like the entire day. And I just like I just show up to the park and there's 500 people in the middle of the fucking park at like 2 in the morning. Like it was crazy.
Wayne, you know that, like, you know Rittenhouse, like that was packed with just people at all hours.
Yeah. There's still people who I see in Philly playing that game. Love Park, down by the Navy Yard. They're all over the place. I just don't like the game. I think the game's fucking boring as fuck.
That's fine.
I agree.
Yeah.
I wish
like
the game was way better.
Fun.
I wish it was like Pokemon, like the real game Pokemon.
We could actually battle against people, raise them with That's why you should just buy Pokemon when it comes to the Switch.
Yeah, but then you don't have that social interaction of it.
Yeah.
You miss out on that. They need to cross the fucking two the way it's meant to be done. They did do a good job for what they have. The technology's not there yet, and they did manage to make it work, you know, to a point where it was a fucking phenomenon. So you got to give them credit there. Pokemon Fest, I'm surprised that they didn't think it through. Obviously,
you think they would have contacted the providers like Sprint and AT&T and been like, "Yo, guys, we're gonna have a lot of people in the city in this one area. Your cell towers are gonna get destroyed. Is there anything you can do to try to help alleviate?" It didn't seem like there was any contact.
Yeah, you ever been to a concert? Yeah. You can't use your phone. It's just how it works.
I tried to do Snapchat, and all of my snaps will go after I'm done the show, like on my way home.
Yeah, it just doesn't work because they just what is it? The C-band? It doesn't work that way.
Too many people. Too many frequencies. I don't know.
The C-band.
Is that what it's called? What's it called?
No, I can't remember what it's called. It's not the C-band though. It's just
it's the phone waves.
No, I gotta figure this out.
It's a spectrum of radio waves. Yeah. It's the way. Well, it's nothing different than like the way cable is or like TV is. It's just a different spectrum.
CDMA. Band.
CDMA. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's technology.
Yeah.
That's not even the waves. That's the type of receiver that Sprint and Verizon uses, and only in America and everywhere else in the world uses GSM. Like we should.
It's the band that they use.
All right. Yeah.
I have that because I have fucking Sprint.
I have Verizon. I wish it was GSM so bad. You have no idea, dude. I miss the days where I could just like, okay, I have a phone here. I could just take out the SIM card, put in another phone that works, instead of like, no, dude, you got to authorize it. Now you have to spend 3 hours setting it up and then reauthorize it. Like, God, kill me, dude.
I don't think it's such a problem anymore because we're not really switching phones that often. But I say that, and then my phone breaks, and then I have to switch to a fucking old iPhone, and I can't. But
it was cool for that. I mean, if you travel internationally, I have to get a new phone now because I can't just pop a SIM into it for that area. You know what I mean? Just stuff like that.
A massive amount of roaming.
Yeah.
I would say that's the nice thing with like Google with like Android is you have everything synced with Google. So when I switch phones, everything's pretty much already there. I just got to re-download and reorganize.
I don't really have a deep topic for tonight. So
I feel like one of our news topics was a deep topic at one point. We talked for a while on one of those topics.
We're pretty much there. We got about an extra 15 to just chat. But I will say, let's think of one real quick. What can we?
I was gonna say, can we have a break where we can edit this out? Because I have to piss like a motherfucker.
You can go piss. I won't break it, but you can go piss. We'll wait for you while I keep it going. But I will talk to DOOBIE right now about
beta for Dragon Ball Z.
Oh my god, there hasn't been one show where you haven't mentioned Dragon Ball Z fucking fighting game.
You have no idea how excited I am. Like I am like a kid in a candy shop. I'm buying a fight stick this weekend.
Are you really?
I'm hoping to have it here in time to play the beta with it. If I can even get into the beta.
Are you getting a Hori?
No, I'm going Kwanba Obsidian. It's got the Sanyo buttons. I need to get an octagon gate to replace the square gate on it.
Quad gate?
Yeah, that octagonal gate. It's just a better gate.
But
I gotta open it up and install it. That's the thing that sucks with the Kwanba Obsidian is like to open it up, you immediately void your warranty with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll play around with it first. See how I like it.
That's what anything.
Yeah, it just sucks because fight sticks are made. You want to talk about modding communities, because we deal with modding for a bunch of stuff. Fight sticks, like the modding community for that is huge. People build their own fight sticks out of just anything. I've seen people build them out of a 360. They just took the insides of an Xbox 360, gutted it, and then made a fight stick out of it.
Why?
Because you can.
Because you can, yeah.
Because you can. Because 360s, you can find.
Well, like arcades, like making your own arcade system is a huge hobby. Something I always wanted to get into, but I just don't have the fucking time to do that. But
one of the coolest ones I ever saw was a Smash Brothers Melee arcade cabinet somebody made that had like GameCube controller stands already set up, so you could just hop right in and play Melee in an arcade cabinet. I thought that was cool.
Oh god, these fucking autoplay videos are just gonna be the death of me, I swear to god. It's just constantly oh my god, just play it again. Stop this.
When the audio is like blasted loud in your ear and gives you a fucking heart attack.
So annoying. I know Apple's new iOS 11 is gonna be able to pretty much stop all of that, which I'm excited for. Man,
anytime I go to a friggin' sports site, that happens to me.
I'm so pumped for I'm into Apple these days, dude. I don't know what it is. They've been hooking me with all their simplicities. Their simplicities, man. We're gonna be talking about Trump, Putin, and Russian hackers once Jerry gets back taking a pee-pee. And that'll be the end, because I am interested in hearing what Jerry has to say about this. But basically,
dude, man, it all started with CS 1.6. That's when the Russians took over.
So basically,
Vladimir Putin, he's raising an army of 1.6, and then now CS:GO players. He's just getting ready for world domination. That's how it happens. We're gonna be fighting for our freedom on the battlefield of CS:GO.
Hello. Hey, I'll be home in a minute. I gotta go. Bye.
Hi, Kate. Hi, Kate.
This end of the show, we're breaking the fourth wall, and I'm not editing it out. So, Jerry.
Yeah, we're gonna be battling on the battlefields of CS:GO for our freedom against the Russians.
So, Jerry, our last topic is Putin told Trump that Russian hackers were too good to get caught. And I wanted to talk to you about cybersecurity, since we left off the other one on net neutrality. Let's talk a little bit about cybersecurity. Do you think that the Russians are too good to get caught?
No.
In terms of hacking?
No, I don't. But I feel like I also think we don't do anything to stop it, pretty much.
I think that.
I mean, right. The Petria thing, like that was a pretty that wasn't some top tier, super huge, crazy hack or scam by any means. And I mean, there's still companies in America can't go to business because of it. For me, it's just like, it's not that they're too good. It's just like no one gives a shit about it.
Well, there is a headquarters, a huge headquarters, Merck headquarters.
Yeah, Merck in Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still down, if I believe.
That's what I was talking about last week. They're still completely shut down because of it.
This is a huge company. They just can't figure out what's going on. And that's the problem. Go ahead.
The next big war, the next war we're going to face, the next big war, it's not going to be fought with infantry troops. It's going to be fought with cybersecurity.
And there's going to be a cold war. If you can take down
the infrastructure of a country, you can take down their power, you can take down their companies, their credit, you can take all that stuff down through the internet, through cyber. You can totally cripple a country.
Well, the thing is that the old wave, like these baby boomers, they don't see it as a threat until they are put in that position where either they're doxxed or their information is just completely leaked online, and still they don't quite grasp the understanding. Like when the Samsung story broke that people were hacking into their fucking TVs and refrigerators and shit. The scale of spying, massive spying surveillance and big data, it's too grand for some people to understand because they don't know it. It's a foreign language to them. And I think that we're just not doing anything.
No, we're not.
To stop it.
That's what I was trying to say last week or a couple of times, was just not that you can't just make a regulation saying hey, you have to be up to this set standard, because that's always changing. That's not a thing you can that exists, but you can put out a fine of just hey, if you're not paying attention to this or trying to do something about it, you can probably be fined for that. Because that's just to give that incentive of people to start doing stuff. I mean, crap, in Ukraine, part of their major power grid got hacked and was out for a while, that was linked to Russia. And it was just one of those okay, half of their country didn't have power for a week.
Yeah, it's debilitating. Debilitating.
Now so imagine if that happens to us.
Exactly.
Yeah, New York
City. I was just going to say, looking at the Eastern Seaboard there a couple of years ago. What happened there?
Yeah.
You wait and you have that knocked out for months. You're going to see chaos. You're going to see people who have no idea how to live without the internet.
It destroys your entire economy. And
it destroys your economy in your country. Because, people would be in America, dude, we'd be rioting in the fucking streets.
Yeah. And I don't think people understand how deep a hack can go. The Stuxnet hack is one of the biggest examples that I can give, where they were able to hack the infrastructure of a nuclear facility, ramp up its temperatures, and fucking almost make it explode. Completely shut it down, completely. And now this was in a time of war. This was in a time that was a political move. It was one of the craziest hacks. And that is the kind of stuff that people don't understand. So when your entire house is connected to the Internet of Things, and someone has the key to do crazy things like set your toaster off, that's next to they know your toaster's next to a gas grid, and they can blow your fucking house up. It gets pretty crazy, but if you're not taking precautions, and your country isn't telling you to take precautions, and there isn't some type of incentive to let you know, hey, maybe you should put the little thing over your webcam at night. Maybe you should make sure that your router is constantly changing IPs or doing whatever to protect you, then these people are just opened up for vulnerabilities. And I think Putin saying that these Russian hackers are too good to get caught, he's not saying that to kind of be macho. He's saying that because he's dude, you're
for right now, he's right.
Yeah, you can't stop it. You have no idea what we can do. You don't know the capabilities of these hackers. And of course, we have some on our team. And I hope Trump doesn't say anything about it. Keep that shit a secret. Let them do their job. But
we've got the greatest hackers. They're amazing, marvelous, greatest you've ever seen.
Yeah, he could say that. He could say that. That's all he could say.
They're the best in the world. Our hackers.
See, the problem with that though is that doesn't matter. It does matter, obviously, but in the grand scheme, that doesn't matter when a lot of the way these hacks work and things like that, they're not necessarily targeting that. They're targeting companies and banks and things like that. The government's not gonna be able to magically step in a hack going
Right.
across the line. You know what I mean? That's down to that business basically being up to snuff.
Yeah.
And that's the really scary part, where it's just like, God, Petio is, you know, basically a joke almost in terms of like hacks, and you know that company's still out of just gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like that's going to start
you look at-
happening more and more.
You
Yeah.
look at
And
the Sony hacks and like
yeah, the
you
Sony
know,
hacks, the Yahoo hacks, where they dumped like just massive amounts of data. And it's you're right. It's these companies need to take initiative and set up some kind of security. But you know, they don't prioritize, like they prioritize physical safety a lot more than they prioritize cyber safety. And I think that we're starting to move to an age where you don't really have to worry too much about someone coming in and gunning down everyone in your office, or someone coming in and stealing everything out of your office, because we have infrastructures in place that can pretty much prevent that. Steel doors, cameras, and infrared sensors. But you should start moving some of those resources to cybersecurity and making sure that you actually have a team set up in place, or some kind of backup in place. Where you can be on in a second.
There's companies that just hold on to Bitcoin, and they hold on to Bitcoin so they can pay ransomware. Not trying to do anything to stop them receiving or, you know, getting ransomware. No, they're stockpiling money to just pay it off. That's fucked to me.
Yeah. And that's a whole other thing. I mean, look at the Ethereum market. Just the other day, the Ethereum market was down to like 123, 140, where a few days ago it was up around 300. And then a couple days later, it's back up to 250. Now, if you're someone who knows the technology, because it's based on the technology, and you can work the buys and you can work the walls, you can formulate your own sort of profit to where you buy on the lows, you sell on the highs. And this is not uncommon. And you know, once more things become ingrained in cyber or cryptocurrencies, and things are starting to lean against other currencies, I mean, it's gonna get crazy, dude. It's gonna get crazy because, like you said, it's the people that really need to start waking up and protect themselves. Because, like you said, what is the Pentagon gonna do if someone comes in and hacks your entire house or hacks your entire line? Did you listen? There was a Radiolab episode talking about Zcash. I don't know if you guys heard it. It's called the Ceremony. It's a fucking amazing episode of Radiolab. And basically, they're setting
Is it
up
about the coin Zcash?
Yeah, they're setting up a new cryptocurrency, Zcash, and they need to get the
also
key.
Zcash has been skyrocketing.
Yeah, they need to get the key, the crypto key. And the way that the Zcash, the reason why it's so popular is because not one person can have the key. They need to set up a weird kind of thing where multiple people have different random keys, right? It's called the Ceremony. And throughout this entire thing, they have all these different precautions. They have cameras looking at cameras. They have like this weird, like they have to like type in random string of keys through a cardboard box, and that gets passed over while all being monitored, making sure nothing funny's happening. It's a big project. And then throughout this, one of the girls there, the guy who's running it, the guy who runs Zcash, he starts hearing a feedback loop over his Google Hangouts. He's like, "What is that feedback?" And then he finds out, oh, wait, this is someone's phone. Someone's phone is giving us a feedback, and it's one of the girls he's with. And what's happening here? And one of the girls, they go to the phone, and her phone is playing the feedback. So some hacker came in and hacked her phone to listen in on the conversation that's being said throughout this ceremony. And they had massive amounts of precautions in place. These are really smart people who have, you know, deep understanding of technology and coding and cybersecurity, and they were still vulnerable to attack. So if you're not putting anything in place and you're just an open target, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when you're going to get hit. And that could be a small business. That could be something that could take you out completely if you're a small business
Or it could be
owner.
a big business.
Or it could be a big business like Merck, who's a multi-billion-dollar company with shareholders who are losing money by the second because their headquarters can't turn on their fucking power. Insane. So Putin says, you can't touch us. Our Russian hackers are too good. He's technically right, but he's also wrong in the sense that we can catch their hackers as well. You know, it goes both ways.
Well, yeah, it's in a lot of their, alleged best hacks that are like hacks that have been linked to them, because obviously no one's running out there being like, yep, that was me.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they do.
Yeah, true. But
if you're a good hacker,
they're not. They're preventable. They're nothing really that special. So like that's why we're saying like, yeah, they could totally beat them. It's just no one bothers.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part.
Yeah. Yeah, let's end it there. This is a good show. Make sure you guys have different passwords. Stop using the same fucking password. God damn it.
At the very least, get LastPass or something, please.
Yeah, because you're just destined to be hacked if you use the same password, especially if it's a simple password. And definitely put something over your webcam because people are watching you have sex.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So that's it for the No Life Gaming Podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it this week. We'll catch you guys next week.
And you can come to my room at password simple123.
Simple 123. You heard it here. No uppercase or lowercase. All one word.
No spaces. Yeah, one word.
Yeah. All right.
That's my sex chat webcam password.
It's a special Twitch. Speaking of Twitch, make sure you fucking do it again. No lives / no_lives and at No Lives Gaming on Twitter. Catch us there. I'll catch you guys later. Say goodbye, everyone.
Peace. Because everyone else left. Bye, guys.